General Andrews,
And the Dream Stream presents Rapid Runs!
I'll probably be pretty distracted finally being a part of Dream Races, so I don't know if we'll beat it, but I was practicing for this today, and I got a 53-minute, 30-second speed run, so the chances are high. We will see how it goes. Okay, so I'm gonna hit this go button, and we're just gonna go for it. 3, 2, 1, go! All right, we take the train into beautiful Smuggler's Cove, an idyllic, I think it's New England coastal town. You'll see what I mean when we get into the game. We come in through the train station as soon as the game loads. Because it's an older game, the buffer times tend to not be super great.
Cove. Have fun exploring
All
this town.
We're gonna go through these doors, and the very first puzzle.
Once came here to
Oh, once the narration's done.
Who knows? Maybe you'll even find some.
I am gonna find some. Okay, treasure chest.
I spy. Listen to the riddle.
I have to
that's
listen to the
written on
instructions.
paper at the bottom of the screen. It tells you what things to
So the
look
very
for
first thing
in
I'm
this
going to do is
picture.
actually turn off the narration, because the narration lengthens the times
Here's your
between
riddle.
looking for items. So we're going to go to menu, hit turn off narration. Now we're ready to go. A chimney, the nose of a mouse. So the way to speedrun this game is you essentially have to memorize the location of every single item and just click them as fast as you humanly and possibly can. You might be hearing my mouse go clickety clickety fast and furious. I'm just trying to go as fast as possible to click all of these items. And if you're wondering how you end up memorizing the location of every single item, you just play a lot. You just play the game a lot. That's how you memorize all the items. And remember, please look along for all the items with me so you can find them faster than I can. And at the end of every puzzle, in every location, there's a map piece that we pick up. And at the end, we put that all together, and that's going to show us the final puzzle that will lead us to the treasure. Finding the treasure at the end of round 1 finishes round 1, and then we start a new treasure hunt, a new plot line for round 2, and we do a whole new treasure hunt. We still go to the same locations, but we find different items in each location, if that makes sense. It'll make more sense when we start round 2, and you'll see how it goes. A noose, a whale. If you haven't noticed already, I Spy Treasure Hunt is pirate themed, which I love. Maybe one of the reasons why it's my favorite. Even though Halloween's my favorite holiday, so you would think I Spy Spooky Mansion would be my favorite, but I Spy Treasure Hunt just has a special place in my heart. I think because it's so New England. You're gonna see as we go around, anyone who's from like Maine, you know, a coastal town in Maine. That's what it makes me think of. I went on a camping trip in Maine over the summer, and as we were going through these coastal towns, I was like, is this I Spy Treasure Hunt? Is this Smuggler's Cove? Am I here right now? And one piece of loot dated 1802. And that's where our map piece is in this setting on Shipwreck Shore. So I'm gonna give you a little hint for the plot line for this one. Keep an eye out for anything that says One Eye Pete, a man with an eye patch. You're gonna see some of that in this next setting that we're in. Something that's really funny about I Spy Treasure Hunt is the way they use homonyms, homophones. There are gonna be a few good puzzles for that later on. Oh, the key's over here. Pete in the dungeon. Again, this is like a little bit of a clue for the plot line that is happening here. That's something else I love about I Spy Treasure Hunt. The way that they weave all 3 plot lines into every single setting. It's really cool to see all these little Easter eggs that they managed to fit into all of the settings. And there's 20 of them in total, so we're collecting 20 map pieces to create this map at the very end. All right, and our map piece is hanging out. You have to get the items in order. You don't. You can get the items in any order that you want, but it's just easier to keep track of when I go in order, especially since I don't have the narration with me, keeping track of all the items for me. All right, now we get out of here. So you might have noticed I mentioned I'm only doing rounds 1 and 2, but there are technically 3 rounds in the game. The full version of the game, if you have the CD-ROM, for example, and you have a CD drive on your computer, or you have an old computer that has a CD drive, the full game is 3 rounds, 3 plot lines. Unfortunately, I don't have a CD. I do not have a CD drive to play the game, so I use Wild Tangent Games to play this game. It's kind of like Steam. It's a different game distribution service, but it has lesser known games on it. And for some reason, the version that is available through Wild Tangent Games does not have the 3rd plot line. There's only 2 plot lines on here, only rounds 1 and 2. So that's why I only speedrun rounds 1 and 2 instead of rounds 1 through 3 the whole game. That's also very difficult to memorize the location of every single item in 3 whole plot lines of the game. That's just a lot. I would love to try someday, but unfortunately I think I would have to get the CD and a CD drive and the correct launcher for the game on my computer. I just don't think that's going to happen. All right, 2 4s. I know there's a 4 in the window, and then there's 4 in the clock on the side. I hope you all are playing along. I hope you're all finding these items too. We are all pirates looking for this treasure right now. Okay, a sword, a chick on the wall, the oil lamps on the desk, the bird in flight is out in the sky, and the postage stamp is on the letter. I've tried to think about what my favorite location in this game is, like if I have a favorite puzzle, but I just don't know. I think they're all so cute. There are so many settings that I think are just so lovely. I love the artistry and the art style that's a part of this game, but one of my big hopes someday is that Scholastic, so Scholastic is the production company of the game. It's a Scholastic game. I hope that someday they do like a full HD remaster of the game. I would love to see that. I think it'd be beautiful. It'd be gorgeous. Or hear me out, if anyone from Netflix or any streaming service executive is out there, I think that there could be a really cool Netflix show adaptation of I Spy Treasure Hunt. You know, like a bunch of fun teens come to this coastal seaside town, find a pirate map. So I don't know. I feel like that's definitely already been a thing outside of the context of I Spy Treasure Hunt, but you know, my ADHD brain can't keep up. It's a lot. It's also a lot to be finding all these items and also talking at the same time, but I'm trying my best. Oh, and the 3rd thing to look through are these binoculars up here. You can hear my mouse clicking, I'm sure. Okay. Oh, and 1784. The date's right here. All right, and now we pick up this map piece. You were doing great. Thank you, Chico. All right, we pick up this map piece. There's still a lot more settings to go. There are 20. I think we've only gone through like 6. But I hope you guys are paying attention to the settings and maybe thinking about which one might be your favorite. Potatoes. Blue sugar star. 1 fish is up here. The other fish is on the wallpaper. An upside down jar. Oh, I skipped 2 frowns. Let me do 2 frowns first. I'll keep going in order. I feel like that's the easiest. Upside down jar. I also love the sound effects in the game. They have gotten stuck in my head more than once. I really like, one of my favorite items to find in this game is here. Paws. You have to click on the cat's paws, which is very topical considering we are raising money for a cat rescue. Ooh, I found the connection. So topical. See, I chose this game on purpose. There's a cat in it. Okay, we picked up the map piece from the cat, and now we are off to the train station. Any public transit aficionados, fans in chat, this is the train station. A horn that's inside. 3 safety pins, 2 are around the clock. The 3rd's on the door. A bird on a ride. Oh, to be a bird on a ride. That's all I want to be in life. A bird on a ride. To be as carefree as that bird coming to Smuggler's Cove. Some nameless town in New England. Oh, the third 9 is up on the clock. I just wanted to hit the 2 dice. I think it's fun the way they rattle around. I also love, sometimes they put a lot of thought into the animations for each individual item and like getting the map. There's a really fun one in round 2 where that little cannon we saw shoots out the map piece. But it's just, the little touches in this game are so clever and so unique. Do, 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 do. That song gets stuck in my head. That song specifically, when you finish a puzzle, I will sing that in my sleep. It will come to me in my dreams. Okay. And we are out of here. The next location is the museum. This has one of the most difficult puzzles in the game, is this one. You're gonna see why. You have to really zoom in, and the puzzles that kind of limit your overall field of view of the entire board are always the hardest puzzles. This is the second hardest puzzle in the game. The hardest puzzle is the binoculars one up at the fort. That's going to be coming up soon. The 10 is the dice up here. Shipping the bottles on the paper in the bottle. An anchor that's blue is on the notebook. 4-leaf clover. This one used to really get me. I used to never be able to find it. It's on the back of the card. That one's really hard to spot, in my opinion. 1802 on the coin. And look, the one-eyed skull, 1802, that year's gonna come into play in the plot. All right, and the map piece is inside the seasick pill case. Do-do-do-do-do. My goal for Dream Races was to at least have my stream be under an hour. Have the run be under an hour. So as long as I'm under an hour, I'm gonna consider this a victory. Even if I don't beat my record, if it's under an hour, we did okay. That's how much time I put in the application form that this was going to take. So if I take an hour, then I just did exactly what I promised. Even if I do not beat my score. That is a lot of detail. It is a lot of detail. And this is not just this is not just this one I Spy game. It's every I Spy game is crafted like this. Can you see why I'm so passionate about Scholastic creating remakes of this? I think if we all petition Scholastic, the corporation, enough, I think they'll actually do it. That's my belief. Maybe I should start a petition. Would anyone sign like change.org? Is that the only petition website? Would anyone sign a change.org petition to have Scholastic make full remakes of I Spy Treasure Hunt? Because I think that'd be great. Oh, okay. So now we're gonna go, and I like trying to do
together like a
the narration's going. I like trying to complete some of the map at least halfway through, so I'm not trying to do the whole thing at like the very end, panicky. It's a little hard to do without everything up, but I'd still like to try. All right, that's good enough for now. We're gonna keep going. Picnic table's next. Picnic is in the pretzels. 3 bites. We've got this big sandwich bite. We've got the little cookie bite. We have the teensy little ladybug bite. Sometimes I don't notice that one. That one used to trip me up. We've got the bee. And then some of these items are the fun ones where you actually have to manipulate. There we go. You have to actually manipulate what you're looking at in order to get the find. 2 caps. See, this is the homophone hominin thing coming into play. There's a baseball cap and there's the bottle cap that says drink on it. So that can sometimes trip you up too. If you find one of the caps and then you realize you don't see another one, but it's like an entirely different object that you're looking for. And a nickel here. And X marks the spot on that map piece underneath the wooden block. Damn, now I'm hungry. It does look really appetizing, but like, isn't this just so scenic? Imagine having a little picnic at this table, red and white checkered cloth, overlooking a beautiful main view. Okay, this is one of the hard ones. This is the hardest puzzle in the game, if you can see here, because you don't have the entire field of view. For this one, you literally just have to have every object memorized. Sometimes if I forget where an object is, I can at least try and look for it while I'm looking for the other objects. But in this one, you actually have to have everything memorized because you cannot look for it while you're finding other things. All right, 2 tricks painted red. Those are both on the town. This one's on the bridge. The knot of the noose is up by the lighthouse right here. The dinosaur head is back on the island. There we go. In the second round, we're going to find its tail. The dinosaur tail is going to be one of the objects that we find. And the map piece was at the domino door. Down here. There we go. And we're out of here. Get me out. All right. Okay. Into the jail cell. This is the most plot relevant setting that we're going to be at, in my opinion. You can see the skull on the ground with the eye patch, the one-eye Pete scratched into the wall. This is going to be very relevant. Try and take a wild guess as to whose treasure we're finding. Oh, this animation is fun. Look at all the pieces of the skull as it comes in and out. Got an acorn. The nail's one of the bars in the window. We've got one-eye Pete on the wall. And man, what did the mouse do? What did the mouse do to land itself in jail? Let me know. Everyone in chat, say what you think the mouse did to land itself in jail. It even has a shackle on its little tiny foot. Did you see that? It's got a shackle on its mouse foot. It did something to be here. This prison is keeping the mouse away from the world for a reason. Okay. Out of the prison. Go all the way back out. We continue our run. Into the boat builders. Up top. Pencil. Hole for a keys on the trunk. Boat on a sail. Boat? No, sorry, boat on a sail. It's this one. We have to find the spiderweb sail in the next round. Okay, anchor 1, anchor 2. The 3's in the spiderweb. And 2 birds. But see, one of the birds is a live bird. And the other bird is an owl. Is a painting of an owl. So they're not both alive. 1 boot. Paperclip is on the old bird cage. I like all the guesses that people have for what the mouse did to land itself in jail. I really appreciate that. Stole cheese is a really good guess. I don't even know if there is an ice cream store on the island. Sorry, in the town. This is not an island. You know what? Maybe it stole something from a general store. Remember there was the cat in there? Maybe the cat just totally caught the mouse in the midst of doing a crime. Shovel, a chin, 7 screws. This is not the highest quantity of an item that we will be finding tonight. In the second round, we'll be finding 10 of an item. When we get to that, oh, we were already at that relevant setting. In the Duck Pond Inn, we have to find 10 ducks. In the second round. Oh, I didn't find all 7 screws. I missed the 3 in the middle. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Okay, 1 arrow's here. Also, it took me a while of playing to notice this, but did you notice that on each of these spokes on the wheel, the item on the spoke corresponds to the letter of seahorse that it's next to? It took me many plays of this game to notice that. Okay, the shark tail up here is 1 tail. The seahorse tail is the second tail. And the snake tail is the 3rd tail. I remember when I first started out speedrunning this game, I always forgot about the snake tail. It's just all the way in the corner. It's hard to find. The boat scratched into the wood. And the oar is on the O. And that's everything. And the spider has our map piece. See, I am scared of spiders. I'm really scared of spiders. I always have to have my partner kill all the spiders in our house. But I will approach a spider if you're holding my map piece in I Spy Treasure Hunt. That is my exception. All right. If you're holding a map piece that is keeping me away from pirate treasure, I am not afraid of you. 2 earrings, 1 earring. 2 earrings. Also, when I ask my partner to kill the spider, he does something even worse than killing a spider. Do you know what my partner does when I ask him to please get rid of a spider for me? He picks up the spider with his bare freaking hands and carries it by hand to the front door to let it go. I would rather he just kill the spider. Can anyone weigh in on this? For me, as someone who's, you know, really scared of spiders, it sends chills down my spine when I see him do it. Beast. I mean, yeah, he is kind of a beast for that. Like, that's so true. This pirate is really hard to see. putting that there. Like, if you're colorblind, I feel like you cannot find that. Okay, second anchor, a nickel, 300 feet. Spiders are cool. Spiders are cool, but they should be cool away from me. Did I not hit the nickel? Okay, here we go. Here's the nickel. And the map piece is on the like, I can find a spider in a zoo or something, like behind glass. Like if they have the cool tarantulas and stuff, or just in displays. I think that's cool, and like exhibits. I just don't want it in anywhere where it can possibly touch me and approach me. A button. A thimble. I see a couple of my friends in chat. Hello. Thank you so much for joining me. For watching this speed run. A lizard. A bat. The bat's here. Oh, the lizard has our map piece. Bright yellow beetle. 3 shells. 1 shell is a seashell. The second shell is a turtle shell. And then the third shell is a snail shell. 3 different types of shells. The match is above the mantle. Browning face is in here. The cauldron is right here. And here's a card erase. Very good. Now we take our map piece from the lizard. Do-do-do-do-do-do. All right. And we're out of here. The next one is the wishing well. All right, a marble, a pine cone, a jack. I think this is a clever hide. The corn on the cob and the rope. It does kind of look like a corn on the cob if you're looking at a rope. All right, sword made of stone. That's up here. In the next round, we'll have to find 3 swords. That's only one of 3 swords in this puzzle, in this setting. It's going to be stuck in your head. Literally, like, all of this music lives in my dreams. And a fortune for me. In the 3rd round, the treasure is actually hidden in this well at the very end. Unfortunately, we will not be able to see it. I don't speedrun the 3rd round. I don't even have access to the 3rd round, as previously mentioned, for some reason. But it is here in the 3rd round. If you really want to see it, you can go look up a YouTube video. There's a lot of playthrough videos on there of I Spy Treasure Hunt if you want to see the 3rd round, which I unfortunately cannot do. Maybe someday. Maybe someday. The scores for I Spy Treasure Hunt 3rd round are, at the rate that I typically compete, I am competitive for beating all 3 rounds of I Spy Treasure Hunt. So maybe someday. Maybe someday. But right now, it's just rounds 1 and 2 for me. I could also compete for just round 1. But the reason I don't is because it's really competitive, and the scores that people have are way too hard to beat. Their PBs are really, really good. And a ring on a trunk. Even if you just divide my time in half for rounds 1 and 2, I don't think I can beat it. They're really good for round 1. All right, I'm gonna get this. You notice the little MP here? That's actually in round 2. And for the 2nd round, this is where the treasure is going to be. This is where we're going to stop the timer on my 2nd run. Not this one. Next up is the ice cream store. Banana. A toothbrush. I think the ice cream store music is really cute. I'm going to be quiet for a second so you can all hear it. I just think it's really cute and dainty. I don't know. It really does give me the feel of being in an ice cream store. Like if anyone has the little, you know, locally owned mom and pop ice cream shop, it does give me that feel. 3 swords. Tall tulip vase. Let me click it. There we go. And the map is on that spoon. Okay, the flavor sign took a turn, showed me a piece of map to earn. The only downside of not having the narration is I do actually really like the narration, and that was the last puzzle. And now we have to frantically put this together as fast as we can. This is always the hardest part. With more practice, I feel like I would be able to just memorize where each one goes, but for right now, oh shoot, where does this go? No, it goes like right here. Okay. To be as fast as I can, I should memorize just like where each one goes. All right. Now we are beginning our final puzzle.
An eye patch
Is a clue. I left it just for you. This is starting the final puzzle in order to find the treasure. So we have to go back up to the fort, to that prison cell, if y'all remember. Up here, to the prison cell, and here we open up this eye, and we now have the materials for the final puzzle of the game.
This isn't the treasure? Now where do I go? If I take this and look at the map, will I know?
All right. The only downside of skipping all the narration is the rhymes are really cute. I do like the writing. So a house on the island, all right.
The
Top of the lighthouse. We have to now place all these stones. See 2 ends in a row, that's on the inn. Next to, oh, a huge whale on top of its tail. There's a duck. Keyhole, that's on the door. The umbrella, that's down here. A snake, that's the head. And there's the tail. On land, that's next to the boat builder. Each smoky chimney, there's 3 of those. On the fork where the stream meets the sea. On a capital L, that's the lighthouse. Poor old thunder, oh, lightning, there we go. Shiver me timbers, an eye on the storm overhead. On me poor drowning mate, very morbid to put a stone on his friend who's drowning, but you know, may like the moon. So if you remember, that boat at Shipwreck Shore is the boat that One-Eyed Pete sailed to shore, rowed to shore. On the boat shop, that's there. And the last one's on a 1. Oh, not that's on a noose. That was the second to last one. Here's the last one, that goes on the 1. Damn. Loud.
An eye patch is a clue.
It's on the tree next to that little, that tool shed where the kids had their club. Here we go. All the way out. We gotta get out of here. And out. And this way, and this way. Over here. Out here. Right here. So that's the end of round 1, but we're not stopping yet. We still have a second whole treasure hunt to go. You're gonna see me repeat all of these settings, but this time looking for different items.
'Tis a stormy night on the sea. Me treasure is safe,
but not me. You found it, friend, and you've reached the end. A clever young mate ye must be. I am totally a young mate. I am not over 20 years old playing this game. Okay, now we head out and we hit...
You finished this treasure hunt.
We have to hit new game.
Anytime you're ready to start a new game with a different treasure hunt, click the new game button. Do you want to start a new game with a different treasure hunt?
Yes. Okay. I think one of the other, so for this speedrun, I started a brand new player file. For my past speedrun, I was playing with an old player file, so it didn't have the extra narration of like tutorial language. So that's definitely going to be some added time for this run, but it's okay. A parrot. Now we're finding all new things in the same settings. Let's go. Seagull. A goose. Yellow raincoat. Bright red caboose, and they do get a little harder for each round. This one, you might notice it'll have more multiples. And I think, I haven't actually quantified it, but I'm pretty sure that there are more multiples in round 2. And the items are just a little harder to find. 1 boat, 2 boat, 3 boats, and 3 treasures at the treasure chest store. When you see the item clue in all caps, that means you're looking for the actual word, not just an object. So you can see here I have the 3 treasure words. I've got crook on this lacy napkin. The castle is the sand castle. There's a fly down here and a fly up there. And the 3 is that dice. That die, sorry. Singular. Dice is plural. And our map piece is with this guy with a raincoat. Bum, 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 ba-da-da-da-bum, bum. If there's anything that I want to accomplish tonight, it's getting that stuck in all of your heads. I'm not the only one who has to suffer. All right, and we're out of here. Down to Shipwreck Shore, an island. The whole island is an object. Already done. You win. Thank you. Lightning bolt. Anchor that dry is here. 1 fin. 2 fin. 3 fin. 4 fins. See, if you like the jingle, I do know that there's a YouTube channel. It's someone who is usually in my chat actually when I play I Spy. They have a YouTube channel where they just make compilation videos of I Spy Treasure Hunt. So they have entire videos where they'll do every single S object in I Spy Treasure Hunt. Actually, it's just across all I Spy games. So they have videos like every single P object in all I Spy games. And the video will be hours long. But they have a video that compiles every single sound effect in I Spy Treasure Hunt. So, I don't know, if you're doing homework or studying or working or just want some, you know, background music to enjoy your day, look up a video of all of the I Spy Treasure Hunt sound effects. Every single one. Kids only mood. Lunchbox. I'm still a kid. I want a kids only club. That's what I feel like playing I Spy Treasure Hunt. This is such a nostalgia game for me. I got sick after TwitchCon, you know, as everyone does. It wasn't COVID, but I did get sick. And I was laying in bed because I had a call out of work. And I was like, I just want to play I Spy Treasure Hunt right now. Because, you know, it's just a very comforting piece of nostalgia. It's like watching a comfort movie. This is my comfort game. Even when I'm not speedrunning it. It's just the settings, the puzzles. It's so cute. Okay, a man who's locked up and a man who fell down. And see, that was a really fun animation for the map piece that the cannon just spit it out. I really like that one. Ooh, a raid. Thank you for the raid. Okay. I got the map piece and we're out of here. To the lighthouse in the painting. 3 birds, 1 bird. 2 bird. 3 bird. A needle. Do 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 do. My name. A boat in the ropes. And luck in the frame. It's the word right here. Shiver me timbers.
Shiver me timber.
A kite. And the key is on the mast. The broken mast is this one right here. 3 stars. This one used to really get me. I could not find the 3rd star for the life of me for a while. 3rd star is right down here. Now I remember. All right, and a tree. We did it. And the map piece was behind that star. Let me click the map. There we go. There is some discussion in the I Spy speedrunning community about speeding up loading times, because as I'm sure you've noticed, loading times between things take up a lot of a speedrun for this, and that's just kind of out of your control. Apparently playing on the CD-ROM lessens loading times, which I guess makes sense. So maybe someday I will actually get myself the CD and play it manually, and we'll see if that can improve my time. 2 boats inside. 1 boat inside is on the wall, and the other boat is on this box. There we go. And the mouse had our map. A lot of mice in this. This so reminds me of Myst. I have not played Myst, but it's cool. It reminds me of something. Maybe Myst was inspired. Maybe I Spy Treasure Hunt was the grand inspiration behind Myst. I think that'd be cool. Okay, we are out of this setting. We have to go all the way back out to Duck Pond Inn. And here is where we get to find 10 ducks. And I always like doing that one last because I think it's fun to do all 10 ducks in one go. I like ending it with the 10 ducks. So we're gonna find everything else before that. A shell. Let me click the shell. Duck pond in twice. Here's once, and duck pond in second is in the painting. The button's on the pillow. The bell is up here. We're gonna skip 10 ducks for now. We'll get the cup. 2 stars in a row in the books. The map is by the pillow. And the woman from long ago is in here. And then we find the ducks. Here we go. First duck. 2 ducks. Count along with me. 3 ducks. 4 ducks. 5 ducks. 6 ducks. 7 ducks. 8 ducks. 9 ducks. 10 freaking ducks. We have done it. We just ducking found the ducks. Okay. I get this map piece. This is not even the highest quantity of an object that you find in this game. I think in the 3rd round, you have to find 12 of something in the general store? I'm not entirely sure. Like I said, I don't have access to the 3rd round because of the Wild Tangent Games version of I Spy Treasure Hunt. But, oh, that was stuck on. Now we're in here. First carrot. Yeah, I think you have to find 12 of something in the general store. Not entirely sure in the general store, but I'm pretty sure it's 12 of something. Upside down cat. A fruit face. Here's the first seashell. And that will actually come into play in our final puzzle for this plot line. We will be coming back here. A hanging hat. A teapot handle up here. The big paper clip is on the wallpaper. And if I grab the green apple, will I make the rest slip? Spoiler alert, yes. They're all gonna fall down, but it's okay because it gives us the map piece. Do, 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 do. And here's the map piece. Do, 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 do. All right. Train station, hairpin, headlight, wrench, friendly Mr. Train Engineer, book on a bench. The sword is in the cracked window. The spoon's on the bench. The fork is in the trees. Ticket booth and 2 triple threes. One is a time, and the other's on the train. We got it. And the map piece is in the book. Do 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 do. All right, we're gonna grab this map piece and then we're gonna head to the museum to, in my opinion, the 2nd hardest puzzle of the game. Hopefully it will not be that hard and I will remember where all the items are. All right, here we go. A rainbow. Silver MP is on this cool looking knife. 5 years, so 5-year dates. So first one is 1802 on the coin. Second one is here. And keep in mind, this is the 2nd plot line now. So we're seeing a lot of relevant plot things in this one. Oh, did I not click on this one? I don't think I clicked on that one. Here we go. And here is a lighthouse. Here's a heart and a key. Oh, wow. I just saw we got a really big grade. Hi, Raiders. If you're just joining, I'm speedrunning I Spy Treasure Hunt rounds 1 and 2. And if you grew up playing this game, I hope you enjoy. And if you didn't grow up playing this game, I hope you fall in love with it the same way that I have. But this is the plot line of Mary Pierce, who is a female pirate who disguised herself as a man. And this is her fake mustache. That's the mustache that we just clicked on, which I think is very funny. I love that they included that as an object to find. Do, 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 do. And the map piece is right here on the cork. And we are out of here into the back of the museum for our next setting. All right, 2 flags. 1 flag is here. 1 flag is in the painting. The black telescope is on the globe. We're coming up on... Oh wait, are we coming up on the fort? We are coming up on the fort, which is the hardest puzzle. The binoculars one, but I have faith in us.
Hello.
And I say us because I'm sure that you are all looking along with me for these items as I'm playing. But yeah, this is cool. This is super relevant to our plot right now. The Life and Times of Mary Pierce, literally an exhibit in the museum about the pirate who hid the treasure for round 2. Pick up the map piece from here, and now we are going to see what we can do halfway through. Just put together some of this map. Can't do too much, but that will at least help us a little bit. All right. We are out. Next one's the picnic, the idyllic picnic scene that is going to make everyone hungry. So there's the plastic knife, the knife with the pirate. Here's the homophone hominin thing again. I don't know which one it is, so someone in chat can tell me what's the correct one, but there's the nut as in like nuts and bolts, then the nut is in a peanut, which can really screw up, you know, if you're a young kid playing this and you find one of the nuts, you think you're looking for another kind of the same kind of nut. No, you're not. You're looking for a different kind of nut. Here's the berry face. The flies have a really long animation. It's so annoying. Okay. The berry face, the dime. You can also play without sound effects. You can turn them off, but honestly, they're really, really useful to be able to audibly hear when you've actually clicked on an item. It's really good to know. There's the eye, a heart that's sweet. It's the chocolate chip. I think that's so cute. A flower that's black. That's the seeds in the watermelon. An ant all alone. In the first round, we had him join his friends, but now we just, you know, point out that he's lonely. It's very rude. And here's the ladybug, and the map piece is going to be underneath that leaf. The ladybug is going to eat more of the leaf for us. There we go. Thank you, ladybug. Boop. Sing it with me. Do, 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 do. Okay. We pick up this map piece, and then we're headed up to the fort. Next one is going to be the most difficult puzzle in the game. But it's okay. Because I'm speedrunning, so I've got this. A golf ball is the rock right here. The needle is on the sail on the boat. The nail is going to be on the train tracks down here. 3 ducks. There's the duck pond in the center of town. There's the duck on top of the duck pond inn. And there's also a stone duck up here. The turtle is up in the corner. We're looking for the dinosaur tail on the dinosaur we found the head of in round 1. A well on the island. First round was a house. This time it's a well. And 4 men on the dock. Ahoy! I think it's cute how they shout at you.
Ahoy! Ahoy!
There we go. And Smuggler's Cove is on the train station. The stamp is on a roof. And the clock is right there. Bum, 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 ba-da-da-da-bum, bum. Oh, and the map is next to that stamp. All right. Is it different items each playthrough? Yes. So the settings are the same. What you see is the same, but you're looking for the clue is different each time. So if you were here for round 1, you would have seen me find a few different items, but yeah, it is different each round. And they do get harder each round as well. A star made of wood. An engine of stone. I like calling the train an engine of stone. It feels really metal to me. Well, actually, no, it feels really stone to me, I guess. A feather. The fork is in the gap in the wall. I've gotten stuck on that one before. Now I know. Each round is the same every time. Well, you see the same settings and you're seeing the same thing, but you're finding different images and the plot line is different. So for the first round, the plot line was 1IP and we found 1IP's treasure. Now we're finding the treasure of Mary Pierce and we're finding different items in each setting. We're gonna find the treasure in a different place. Ooh, and the map is being held by a spider. All right, and now we head out of here. Go, go, go. Into the boat builders up top. Pencil in here. Spider web sail. Round 1 is always the same. Yes. Yeah. Round 1 is the same every playthrough. The thing about playing rounds 1 and 2 of playing different rounds of I Spy is in order to get to round 2, you have to play round 1, unless you start a whole different profile. So you are essentially, oh, a needle, there it is. Red. Where's the key here? The key's up there, right? There's the key. Okay. So glad you get, oh, hi, Spazzy. Thank you so much for introducing me to this. Okay. Some of these items are extremely well hidden. They are. And this is only round 2. I think it's harder in round 3. All right, an anchor. Eyelashes. The shoe is up here, and this is a game for children. This is literally a children's game. Think about children, you know, just beating this. Like, it's hard. It's fun, though. Okay, seahorse. 2's on the ruler. E for an 8. That's all the way up here. Or on a spoke. A hammer. I don't like that they call this a horn. I would think it'd be a trumpet or something. I guess it is technically a horn, like that part of the instrument, but I still don't like that they use basically the bottom of a clarinet. All right, we're gonna pick up this map piece and we're going to continue on. We're heading out to the island now. Out here. And here, my name is on the pencil. Nickel's in the fishing box. The 9 is the 9 cents. 4 number 3s. So these are we got number 3 on the pencil. We've got 300 feet on the fishing line. We've got 3D fish eyes. And we have size 3 on the glove. Which, you know, is funny because aren't gloves just usually small, medium, large? Do gloves have numerical sizes? I mean, I guess they could. Maybe it depends on the brand. I just feel like in my personal experience, gloves usually are just small, medium, large, but that's neither here nor there. I'm so glad you applied to such a unique run. Thank you, thank you. I'm glad I got accepted. I'm always looking to expand this to, you know, more people. Hi, Team Worm, hello. That's one of my chatters. It'd be funny if I came on here to speedrun Minesweeper and I did easy and like my run is only 1 second. Like I'm on for 1 second. All right, peace, bye. Sailboat, pair of green eyes, a button, a match, 3 butterflies. Now, 2 of these butterflies are real butterflies. The 3rd butterfly is, can you spot it before I click it? 3rd butterfly is the stone butterfly on top of the mantle. Okay, rabbit's tail. A handle, a key, a crayon, a car, and a nest in a tree. But where's the bird? I can hear the bird the nest belongs to, but they do not show the bird in the puzzle. Unless I'm not seeing the bird. Okay, the map piece is with the butterfly. And now we go to the well. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm on pace to beat my world record, but it's okay. We're still having fun. Wishbone, scallop shell, no treasure here. A stinger. Oh well. So the next setting that we go to is where the timer is eventually going to stop. Not when we go here right now, but that's where the treasure, sorry, spoiler alert for the end of the game. It's where the treasure is eventually going to be. So I'll be able to show you exactly where the timer will be stopping. 3 swords. MP. MP! And the card in the crack, which will come into play later. It's one of the final items we need for the final puzzle. I remember this as a kid. Good, I'm so glad. I love that other people share like such a nostalgic memory with this. I remember, so there was an Apple store by my house growing up, and they had a computer section where they had just, you know, Macs that people could play on, and, oh, rabbits, not squirrels. And they always had I Spy on it, specifically. I remember playing I Spy Spooky Mansion, but I think they also had Treasure Hunt. So if you see here, that sword on the stone, when I eventually come back to this setting, when I click that stone, that's when the timer is going to end. That's when the treasure is going to be revealed. So I'll be able to click it now as part of this clue. So later on, I'm gonna click that stone, it's gonna come out of the rock, and you're going to see the treasure in a little cave that forms, and that's when the timer ends. Oh, what did I miss? 2 swords. I didn't hit the other sword. It's up in the sky. I was too distracted. Okay. And the owl is holding our map piece. Pick up the map piece. Here we go. Now we go all the way back out. We have one more, just one more puzzle, which is the ice cream store. And it's right here. Paintbrush. Vanilla. A star. A candy stick mask. A sprinkles jar. 2 prices, 10 cents and $3.29. A candle. The candle's right here. The empty ice cream bin. Swashbuckler swirl, the name of today's special for only $3.29. That's a steal for an ice cream sundae. It comes with a little sword too. I remember playing I Spy Spooky Mansion in elementary school. I love I Spy Spooky Mansion. It's great. But Treasure Hunt's my favorite. All right. So that was the last puzzle. Now we put together the map and we begin the final puzzle that leads to the treasure. Oh boy. This is always the part where I lose time because where does anything go? Nope. No. Oh my god. That too. This goes here. This goes here. This is on top of the handkerchief, so that goes here. That goes in the bottom. Here we go. This is the hardest part. I think this is generally where I lose the most time. It's putting together the map. Because all the pieces are kind of in your way. You can't just move them around. There we go. All right.
On Shipwreck Shore, find a bottle of clues that will lead you to things with this map you can use.
All right, to Shipwreck Shore. There we go. That's the bottle. And now we have to go back and find a bunch of items to reveal the final clue to where the treasure is.
Up
at the well where my treasure is not. So that's back at, we have to go to the island. Her treasure's not there, but someone else's treasure is there. It's a card. What did I say? It was gonna come back. And the next clue is the general store. All the way back out. In here, the scallop shell. And the next clue is the teacup nope, it's the handkerchief. There's 5 items. Okay. The handkerchief is in here. I'm just stealing from a museum. This is what I'm doing to find this treasure. I just stole an item from a museum. At the Duck Pond Inn is the teacup. To the teacup. There we go. And my gunpowder horn is the last thing you'll need. That's up at the fort where the binoculars are. Right here. So we're almost done. We are going to put these items on the map. And then we are going to go find the treasure.
My
treasure
is on the
island
in a secret
cave.
To find it, pull the
sword
that points to
MP. Okay, now we're going to start getting ready to stop the timer, because as soon as I hit that sword, that is when the timer stops. We have to keep going out, out, out to the boat. In here, and now timer stops. And that time was, I don't know what that time was.
53:29?
53:29. Wow, I was like 30 seconds away from from beating my world record. Oh well, so close, yet so far.
Wow.
No one knows I'm a
Oh,
woman.
there's the final narration of the treasure.
I'm called Pierce. With my mustache and sword, I'm disguised and I'm fierce. There's nothing that's grander than life on the sea. So as long as I'm living, a pirate I'll be. Mary Pierce, 1743.
Okay, and that's it. It's all over.
Wow, that was so cool.
Thank you. Thanks so much for having me. Chat, I hope you guys enjoyed that.
That was absolutely wonderful to see. I'm so glad you got to showcase that for us. We have yet to have this type of run here on the Dream Races, and what a great personality, an explanation of the game as well, which I think is so important when showcasing these titles. And you did a great job of that. Thank you so much. Also here for a good cause, folks. Don't forget !donate if you want to go ahead and continue to donate towards the Cat Republic, as we are trying to help kittens, cats, all of those lovely felines, and make them have a better home, or survive until they can have a better home. CJ, when is the next time you're streaming, so folks know when to go ahead and check you out?
I'm actually streaming on Monday. Some of my IRL friends are going to be on my channel for a Minecraft Friendsgiving.
That is so cool. So folks, you hear that on Monday. Go ahead and make sure to check out CJ with a Friendsgiving in Minecraft. Awesome. Well, you have a wonderful one, and I'm sure we'll see you on the flip side.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having me. Bye, chat.